When you look at sports ratings right now, they're down a little bit across the board. As I can see in my kids, I have 3 young boys and a daughter, but they watch it and they do other things. They don't watch the whole program, and they're getting information about that. There's going to be, when you look into the world by 2020, 50 billion sensors. And the question is, how do you keep that generation engaged in sports? We came together based on what he did in his past life and what I do. We took our professional sports and said, something, I think there's a new way to tell a story that keeps that demographic engaged. And so then Mati and I came to this business, and he should explain kind of what his company does and now what we're trying to do with our sports.
Mati, what are you doing?
So think you had a robot that is right now in the UFC fight. And that robot can see much more than any human. It's a robot. He has a much better ability to see everything, not only the fight, but also the coach and the fans and the referee and everything. And it can analyze what's happening every given moment, every second, and can tell you what's interesting. And when something is really interesting, the robot knows how to package it automatically and send it to people and tell them, hey, you should watch. Something interesting is happening. So the problem that we are trying to solve is how people don't have to watch anymore if they don't want to watch a 90 minutes soccer game, or if they don't want to watch a 2 hours basketball game, but they do want to be connected. So our technology will be able to pick the great moments, and the great moments are not the score. Great moments are all the other things that we feel when we are in an event, and send it to people and say, here's something interesting is happening.
So does this experience happen after the event is over, or does it happen concurrently when the event is on?
Concurrently.
Concurrently?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And also, I also believe it's an enhancement to the broadcast. So it kind of can capture the emotions of what's going on, if you were talking about the UFC, what's going on with the corner, what's going on with the fighter, what's going on with the referee. And it can package it up and kind of deliver it to a wide, diverse group of people that want different things, and then send them back to the broadcast or kind of keep them there.
What's the worry, though, that you cannibalize the broadcast, which is at the moment where the real money
No, but let's just be very clear. When you say, I don't believe the word is proper cannibalize. I believe you have a new vertical. You had Facebook is now a vertical, Snapchat doing their thing. That has not, I actually think it is enhanced. Everybody says, as technology, it cannibalized. I don't believe so. I don't believe television hurt radio, newspapers. Those are stats that are actually not.
But if you're going to send me the best moments of the game, and I don't have to necessarily watch the game.
Great, it's going to connect you to the game, right? Because if I'm telling you that something really interesting is happening, you're going to say, hey, I want to watch the game. So I'm actually going to move you back to the broadcasting. The fact is, we watch things differently right now, right? We want to get notifications of great things, great moment. I don't want to watch everything. I don't have time. If I'm a young guy, I don't have time right now to watch everything.
It sounded, Matt, like you were describing what a director does in terms of...
Right. Or a sportscaster.
But the great Turkini or Lance Barrow or someone like that, they're the ones that see, get the coach.
Right. But you're doing it through AI.
Yes, I do it through AI, right?
I feel bad for the directors.
No, don't feel bad for them. But I want to tell you something which is really interesting, right? Our brain is getting about 10 million bytes per second from our sensors. 10 million bytes per second. But we only analyze about 50 of them. So now, imagine right now all this can be analyzed.
Okay, so but here's the question. Let's say it's an off-the-field situation or a before-the-game situation. Let's say a player takes a knee. Would your AI...
Easily.
It would see that and say, wow, there's a moment here.
And then you could also tell what the audience is feeling in the stadium, what the coach is feeling, what the other players are feeling.
So we're giving you 3 things. One is the physical aspect, which is easy, right? How people move fast. The behavioral issue and the emotional part.
Ari, while we have you here talking about taking the knee, clients, I assume, must call you during this whole situation, both on the corporate side, the players
Actually,
themselves.
I haven't gotten a lot of calls. But if you want my opinion about it,
I want your opinion.
We have a First Amendment. They're acting on their right.
Do you think this is good?
And anybody can act on the right not to watch if they don't. That's what the First Amendment. We're based on laws.
How's
this all going to end? Is this going to be good or bad for the NFL? Good or bad for the NBA?
I don't predict the future. Here's what I do know. we're actually doing something on this side of the table that I think is innovative, different, and that will actually enhance the sports that we look at. Because a 3-hour football match right now is actually, for a certain generation, I think getting more difficult.
Well,
this enables them to kind of engage in it and actually then go back to it.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.